From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Nighthawks of Rio de Janeiro taking on the L.A. Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers down.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Herbert. They will find Davis. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Herbert. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down.
There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass, and even 40 yards. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Big Sebastian Joseph Day there on the stop.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good, and a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll elect not to run with it, and a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, 61 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Wolf on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Montgomery. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Here's Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now they'll change things around before the snap. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Tucker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Nighthawks get a bit closer. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Herbert back to the air. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. On first down, Justin Herbert. Caught right side, Davis. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
7 yards there at a first down. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Montgomery. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Montgomery. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The final shot before break. Montgomery. Flush to his right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown. Josh Palmer with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Herbert on first down now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Dancing to his left. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet,
Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great... And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Gesicki from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Chargers get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after right down the middle, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st down, Montgomery. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Touchdown! Michael Mayer from 19 yards away. And the Nighthawks are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose. And just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Para esos güeyes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Montgomery. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll hand off here to Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Eckler. 128 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So this offense, which was humming all game, ends on a negative play. We didn't see many of those as he takes the knee, but what an explosion and a good win.
Can we call it a negative positive play?
There you go.
An oxymoron to end the ball game.
And they can watch the clock go down and celebrate the victory. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.